Moderator will start the session first, okay? Okay, dear Samaha, we are live. The floor is yours.
All right. Good day, everyone, and a warm welcome to all of our participants joining us today. My name is Saher, and I will be your moderator for today's session on the topic of eco-entrepreneurship and circular economy. As a psychology graduate and social impact advocate, and now as an assistant to head at Women Ascension Climate Action and Sustainability Department, I welcome you all to this session. First, I would like to introduce, uh, familiarize you a little about today's topic. Our focus today is on eco-entrepreneurship and the circular economy. It is more relevant than ever as climate challenges, waste management issues, and resource depletion continues to rise globally. The need for sustainable business models has become unavoidable. Eco-entrepreneurship is about building businesses that do not only focus on profit, but also prioritize environmental protection and social responsibility. On the other hand, the circular economy challenges the traditional use and dispose model and instead promotes reuse, recycling, waste reduction, and sustainable consumption. In today's session, we will learn and understand how these concepts translate into real world impact and how we, especially as a woman, can become drivers of green innovation. It is now my great honor to introduce you to our mentor for today's session, Dr. Agnes. Dr. Agnes is an administrator, leader, law lecturer, higher education consultant, and education advocate based in Cameroon. She currently serves as the country representative for Women Ascension in Cameroon as well, where she leads the implementation of programs, ensures ethical compliance, and strengthens community engagement. She has also played a key role in education leaderships as co-founder and managing director at Universal Higher Institute of Management and Sciences, and a highly experienced law lecturer with nearly a decade of experience across multiple universities. Beyond her professional achievements, she is deeply committed to youth development, gender equity, diversity, inclusion, and sustainable community impact, which perfectly aligns with today's theme of eco-entrepreneurship and circular economy. Dr. Agnes, we are truly honored to have you with us today. Your journey across leadership, education, policy, and community impact brings invaluable insights to our discussion. On behalf of Women Ascension and our fellows joining us from different parts of the world, I warmly welcome you to today's session and invite you to please take the floor.
Thank you so much, my dear Samaha. She has an internet problem. She will join soon and we will start the session, okay? No worries.
Okay.
Dr. Agnes, can you hear me?
Can get you now.
Perfect. Miss, can you see the screen? You can start your presentation.
Okay, thank you so much. My network is not the best, and I'm so sorry for all the inconveniences caused this far. I'm Dr. Agnes Herdrick, and good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you, and welcome to this session of this webinar for today. And our title of our presentation today is Eco-Entrepreneurship and the Circular Economy. Next slide, please. So for our presentation outline, we have the general introduction. We'll try to understand the principles of eco-entrepreneurship and how sustainable business models contribute to environmental protection. We will be looking at exploring the concept of the circular economy and its role in reducing waste, reusing resources, and promoting sustainable consumption. Next, we'll look at highlight strategies for creating green businesses that balance profitability and environmental and social impact. And we'll end up examining case studies of innovative eco solutions and community-led sustainable enterprises. Next slide, please. So for our general introduction, it is important for us as entrepreneurs to know that eco-entrepreneurship and the economy and the circular economy represents a vital intersection between environmental sustainability and business innovation. So whatever business innovation you intend to carry out, whatever business you intend to carry out nowadays, you must take into consideration the environment. How are you able to protect the environment? How can you conserve the environment so that it will be the same way you made it or even better in order that you can leave it for the next generation that is coming up. Next slide, please. So what is now eco-entrepreneurship? It refers to an entrepreneurial approach that seeks to create social, environmental, and economic values. Eco-entrepreneurs develop business models that prioritize sustainability, and they always focus on renewable resources, waste reduction, and eco-friendly products. And that's why in our introduction, we made mention of the fact that in order to create to be an entrepreneur or to create any business model or business idea, the environment is at the core of whatever thing we are doing. We must it must be in a holistic manner so that the future generation will not meet it worse than what we met. So that's why we are looking at this today. Next slide, please. After having looked at the eco-entrepreneurship, we will be looking at the circular economy, which is an economic model that prioritizes sustainability and resource efficiency. So unlike the traditional methods, the traditional economy, which there we were looking at, you take something, you make use of it, and later on you dispose of it. With the circular economy of nowadays, that is not our focus. We don't focus still on taking, making, and disposing. We rather take, we use, and then we try to reuse so that we will reduce resource depletion, and like that, the circular economy emphasizes equally on keeping the products, the materials, and resources in use as long as possible. So we now make use of, we are able to reuse whatever thing we try to create so that they will minimize waste in the society. Next, please. So now we will go to understanding the principles of eco-entrepreneurship and how sustainable business models contribute to environmental protection. So what are those principles of eco-entrepreneurship? First, you have the design for longevity. Products are designed for durability, repairability, and recyclability. Whatever product, whatever service which we want to produce nowadays, we should be thinking of how can they use it, how can it be reused, how can it be repaired, and how do they recycle it to bring it back into the society. Most often I'll talk of the 5 R's, but now here we are talking about durability, repairability, and recyclability. How long will your product be in the society that you will not need to replace it anytime soon? The next principle will be looking at resource recovery. Here we are emphasizing on reclaiming and reusing materials from end to life products. So we reclaim and we equally reuse the materials which are available for us. And the next principle we'll be looking at systems thinking, understanding the interconnectedness of economic, environmental, and social systems to promote holistic sustainability. So gone are those days when we're talking of environment and the society. Nowadays we'll be looking at the economy, we look at the environment and the social impact that it will pose to the environment before we carry out a business model. And the last one is a business model innovation. That's transitioning from ownership to service models to reduce waste. So we no longer really want to own something. We want to pass it over to the next generation of entrepreneurs or people who are coming up. The next, please. What's the synergy between eco-entrepreneurship and the circular environment? The first synergy is innovation. When we talk of eco-entrepreneurship, we will be tempted to say that there is innovation that comes with it. Because in order for you to meet up with the circular environment, you need to be too innovative nowadays for you to be as an entrepreneur. So eco-entrepreneurs can drive innovation by creating technologies and business practices that support circular economy principles such as waste to resource systems. So it leads to a lot of innovation, be it in what sector or that you think that you want to be an entrepreneur. You'll be innovative because you want to ensure that that the best practices so far as the conservation of the environment is concerned. We have the next synergy is sustainable products and services. Development of products and services that minimize environmental impact while meeting consumer needs. E.g., we have biodegradable materials and energy efficient appliances. If we are now talking about biodegradable materials, before talking about biodegradable materials, we had materials which were not degradable, and they were rather causing harm to the environment. But with biodegradable, they are able to decompose, and it rather acts as manure to the society rather than causing harm to the society. We have energy efficient appliances. Nowadays, before you want to import or export material, energy resources or any appliance, you must ensure that it is new and it is eco-friendly. These measures have been put in place in order that we don't import materials that will rather cause climate change to the society. Equally, the next synergy is local impact. Eco-entrepreneurship often focuses on local communities, promoting sustainable practices that can reduce carbon footprints and enhance local economies. Nowadays, you realize the pressure on our forests have been shifted because we have charcoal or any other resource we have many alternatives to energy, and those in the local communities, they must not have to fall down a tree or maybe have fuel wood from it before they are able to prepare their local meals. There are alternatives to energy, which now reduces pressure on the environment. And the last synergy is policy and advocacy, where we have eco-entrepreneurs often engage in advocacy work, influencing policies that support sustainable practices and circular economy initiatives at local, national, and global levels. So when we talk of policies, we are talking about the lawmakers. They now put in place laws, rules, and regulations in order to reduce or to encourage sustainable practices. So the next, please. So now we'll be exploring the concept of circular economy and its role in reducing waste, reusing resources, and promoting sustainable consumption. The circular economy is increasingly recognized as a crucial framework for promoting sustainable development, especially in resource-constrained settings like we in Cameroon. By focusing on reducing waste and reusing resources, and likewise promoting sustainable consumption, the circular economy can help address environmental challenges while fostering economic growth and social well-being. There are key aspects of the circular economy and practical examples of its implementation in Cameroon. I am dwelling on Cameroon because I am from Cameroon. Next, please. Key principles of the circular economy, we have waste reduction. Waste reduction is aimed at minimizing waste generation through better design, production, and consumption practices. When we talk of waste reduction, we have companies in Cameroon that have been put in place to minimize waste generation. If you go beside our trash cans, you will find that there is that they've put in place, they've built a place where you can drop the plastic containers. And the people, it is an organization that did that. That's to reduce plastic waste in the community and to reduce pollution as well. Once they come and collect it, they are able to crush those containers and they produce pavement bricks. And those pavement bricks are mostly used in flood, in flooded areas. So when they use those pavement bricks there, you hardly find that you along the roads or along the streets, it reduces the flooding rate there because the water will not be able to pass through those plastics which have been crushed and mixed with sand. So that's a way of reducing waste in Cameroon. We have another way that the next principle is resource recovery and recycling, where we focus on reclaiming materials at the end of their life cycle and transforming waste into valuable resources. Here we will mostly, my example will come from the waste like the telephone waste or waste that has to deal mostly with technology. We have an NGO in Cameroon that collects all those waste and they are able to transform it to other resources that are helpful in the society. The next principle we have is sustainable consumption. Promotes behaviors and practices that reduce the overall use of resources, encouraging consumers to make responsible choices. So when we talk of sustainable consumption, we are encouraging consumers to use more of biodegradable materials and less of non-biodegradable materials. So in most of our local markets, they'll sell and tie whatever thing you are requesting for in a leaf, and that leaf is one of those things which they can which is biodegradable, and so it can easily how do we put it? Sorry, it can easily decompose. And the last principle is remanufacturing and repair. We are able to reuse, recycle whatever thing we make, and most often we
Our speaker will be joining shortly. Till then, thank you for your patience. And since it was already announced for the leading the communities across Women Ascension, so the link has been shared in the group itself, and I'll be sharing right now in the chat also. Till that time the speaker is rejoining, you can go through the same.
Hello, everybody. Can you all hear me?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Can you hear me or not?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, that's great. All right, so till Dr. Agnes joined in, let's go through to the topic because it will be a long gap. Oh, Dr. Agnes is here. Hi, Dr. Agnes. Can you hear us?
Hello.
Yeah, Dr. Agnes, we can
Please,
hear
can
you.
you get me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
So, please, I'm very sorry about my network. So
No
we'll
worries,
just
miss.
round up by looking at highlighting strategies for creating green businesses that balance profitability with environmental and social impact. And these are things which people are already doing somewhere. Creating green businesses that balance profitability with environmental and social impact involves employing various strategies designed to integrate sustainability into core business practices while ensuring economic viability. There are some effective strategies for fostering green entrepreneurship. The first one is sustainable business models. We have the circular business models transition to circular practices by designing products for longevity, repairability, and recycling. Businesses can set up take back programs to reclaim used products for refurbishing or recycling. And that's why we're saying that whenever you want to think of creating something, you should think of something which can be reclaimed or it can be recycled so that we can always reuse it. We have subscription services. Subscription services considered offering subscription models for products or services, including rental or e-waste management that enable shared use, reducing the need for ownership and waste. When we talk of subscription services, that we should rather encourage subscription services. We now have many shops that are open up where you could rent maybe a car, you could rent a cloth, when you use and then you go and give it back. Like that, it reduces the number of people who own it and it reduces the pollution of the environment. The next, please. Another strategy which we can use to create businesses that balance profitability and environmental and social impact is producing eco-friendly products. They will make use of sustainable materials, source materials that are renewable, biodegradable, or recycled. This reduces dependence on the finite resources and minimizes environmental pollution. Under the eco-friendly products, we have life cycle assessment, where you implement life cycle assessment to evaluate the environmental impact of products from raw material extraction to disposal, helping to create more sustainable options. And the third one is efficient resource management, where energy efficiency, we invest in energy efficient technologies and renewable energy sources. Like instead of using hydro energy, we use solar or wind energy, and we reduce operational costs and carbon footprints. I remember in those days, Enyo, which we use in Cameroon, they used to write at the back of the receipt that most people, that if you want to do ironing in your homes, you should do it on Sundays in the afternoon. That was a way to make use of the energy that we had that we have in the country. Also, we talk of water conservation, implement water saving techniques in
Ma'am, I think you can do the presentation because she's not able to join again.
I feel like I can hear her, but I'm not sure.
No, ma'am, she messaged me and said that she cannot. So, yeah.
I think she's here. Let's complete her presentation. When she does, we will do question and answer session, and then we will continue. Okay, everybody. We are talking about circular, economy. We're trying to understand that, and we are also trying eco-entrepreneurial mindset in our daily community transaction. That's what Dr. Agnes was trying to explain in her slides, and she made it very concisely to the point how we can develop, how we can, bring practices when we design to do something in the form of services or in the form of products. When we talk about entrepreneurship, we do consider environment and society around us. So this is the main purpose of today's talk. And we are trying to understand which way we can make it in a continuous cycle where we keep on sustaining not just the idea, which is your business model, but also to sustain the product for a longer run. Okay, you can see it in the chat box if you are with me and listening. There are two clear definitions of eco-entrepreneurship and circular economy. I want you for like 10 seconds, go through it and do thumbs up if you understand it. Everybody. I will not take more than 10 minutes because it's a very beautiful topic and it's very much aligned with the conversation. Thank you so much for your thumbs up. Okay, so when we talk about entrepreneurship, when we talk about developing something, so we talk about carbon footprint. Okay. How much waste we are producing, how, if we are producing a number of, waste percentile, how we are managing that waste. Okay, because we have industries, and then we have, you know, online platforms, and then we have fast food industry, and we have micro and small enterprises. So we have a whole bunch of segments in which people with their own capacity and capital trying to bring in, you know, um, money and economical sustainability in their life, and they are making sure the people in social, in their community, they're involving in that too. So when we do some activities, be it at home, when we cook food, we do waste. All right. When we try to build something, we do have waste. It's very much understandable. So we cannot blame it. Every product and services which we are preparing it, the society needs it, the time needs it, and this is what we all work for. That is how to minimize that waste, how to keep the waste in such a way that it does not damage for a longer run. So when we have a business model, whatever you are doing, whatever you are trying to do, if you cannot manage waste, you have to give back to the society in such a way that it contributes to that waste. This is what traditional way of companies working on. You call it shell, you call it any other way, you see it that way. But now, due to SDGs, due to pressure of environmentalists around the world, since you can say early 2020s, it has been pressurized too much that it has become a policy that if you are doing something, you have to make sure that you working towards SDG 13. It is involved. You are contributing towards SDG 13. That is controlling your waste management, and you are not damaging the environment. So this is the whole conversation of today, how you can start with different work. And you can see that in many incubation centers, many Instagram reels, TikTok reels, when we talk about recycling, reducing the waste, you see so many different products coming on. Reusable, cutlery, we are having it in the ground. And we are having plastic in such a way that it's self, dissolvable, so it's not damaging the environment. So you can see many, many other things like this. And we are highlighting towards chemical waste. We're working towards, pressurizing those industries to come up with the substitute so that it does not damage our future for our kids, for their generation. So we are trying to save our mother home. Okay, so this is a small conversation for today. And if we share, I think Ms. Tamina will be sharing the slides with you. If you go through it, it talks about those steps, how you can take that step, how you can work on it. So basically, in this today's conversation, we are not going to appreciate the idea of fast industry. We're not going to appreciate about fast fashion, fast foods, which is, continuously making a damage around us. Okay, so this is a small conversation for today. Please let me know if you have any questions. The slides are being shared with you, and please let me know where we can have conversation. Please check your WhatsApp group. The slides are provided to you. Please open it and please let me know where I have to answer. Thank you so much for your question that how to promote eco-friendly businesses among current fast-pacing world. So let me just give you one simple step. Okay, that's what we do at home as well. And what we try to do that we started working towards green, I think, in 2018. And how we started it, we started to analyze our community, how civilized they are. And unapologetically, I must say that the communities that I worked with in when it comes to profit, I personally, it's my personal opinion, I did not see the area and the mindset of the people that they appreciate civil way of not making a mess. Okay. When we went to underdeveloped area, they did not care about clean streets. They did not care about it. Okay. So when we observed these things and when we started to engaging into the individuals who can give us donation to develop those areas, so they had a very valid, statement. They were like, we provide you donation, but we do not see them changing their mindset. They are looking forward to us. We will provide you guys money. You will clean everything up. But when we visit after certain periods of time, the same street, the same community is at the same position. It always go back. So then we started to work on the mindset. Okay, like Ms. Khanvi just questioned over here, how to promote eco-friendly businesses among current fast-pacing world. We have to change the mindset. So we come up with some progress that we will start from home. We will make sure all the schools and the young ones are trying to understand something because, age really matters. The older you get, you become very comfortable on your own ways, and it's very difficult to mend you to go out of your comfort zone. It's brutal reality. I accept too because I'm getting older, and the beliefs I have, the ways I have, when I have to change it, it takes me a lot of time to recall, oh, I cannot do this. I cannot do this. I have to do it that way. Okay. So the young ones, we told them, make sure you choose product in such a way which has less, waste in it. So for the chips and cookies and stuff like that, we just educated them, do not go for that. So you can see that in different schools who properly work towards waste management, learning towards that, they tend to give products in such a way that it's not packaged. So we have to work towards encouraging the products in the wholesale way that we do not bring in 5 plastics instead of 1 plastic, we use it. Okay, same way. For the food, we should not appreciate disposable glasses and plates, which is made of pure plastic. We have to choose for the ones which can decompose themselves, or we can bring our own cutlery in order to, when we have to package, we take that at home. So this is on us, our ways, our decision, how we can mend our ways. So Convi is very beautiful stated. So please understand that we need to work towards mindset. And the easiest way to bring change is to work on the young ones. All right. So we ask youth to lead young ones, then this cycle will develop on a longer period of time. And we need to assure the elder ones that please appreciate the ones who are bringing the change, and you have to support them. You have to be the support cycle because we cannot tell the elders, you cannot do this. They mind it, especially in the culture of Asia, especially in the culture of Africa. I have seen it. I have worked with them. We feel it. We feel it. And this is how we can bring change. Any other questions? And I'm really loving that when I am involving with incubation center is the one where new businesses, grows. So when I'm involved with Malaysia, when I'm involved with Pakistan, and I see that people are coming up with the products in which the packaging is very eco-friendly. They're generally working towards packaging. They're generally working towards recycling. So it's a really, really good news. And it's up to us if we try to appreciate their designs and give them more ideas so that we choose dot products other than, fast pacing product designs. So we have to do a bit of compromise for future. Okay. Okay. So that's it from our side. The slides are provided to you. And as per announcement, we are looking forward for our next um, follow up. We are looking towards to youth. And we will really appreciate if um, mature individuals join us to contribute towards the society and make this society a better place. So we need you both to continue the cycle of awareness, involving them in practical steps. So our next cycle would be step up from the cycle what we have done in this time frame. This was just awareness. So next step would be a practical approach. So we would be needing those who have joined in this series, understand what is our capacity, what we want. So since you have gone through all the session and we are having conversation, please note that the next chapter would be step up from this chapter. So those who are interested to collaborate, to support, to involve their community, to lead cross-community at Women Ascension, please fill this form. And please know that next 24 hours, you will be receiving certificates of completion from your admins. So please make sure you process exactly what has been told. And we are so proud of you and we feel so proud to have you in our community. And when we see positivity around us, it gives us hope. So thank you so much for supporting us, supporting our fellows, and supporting the vision of WACAS fellows. Thank you so much one more time. Thank you so much um, to the head Odeta. Thank you so much for the assistant head Smaha. They have done incredible job. This was their last session, and I hope you like their vision and you will help this vision to grow up with time. Thank you so much, everybody. Catch you all in the WhatsApp group. Thank you
Thank you so much, ma'am. Ma'am?
so much for such